As we are getting ready for the Yom Tov of Pesach, the holiday of Passover, that begins Saturday night, Motzei Shabbat, which is unique, not very common, I would like to draw your attention to 2 points that lead to Pesach. One is the cleaning, bi'ur chametz, sur mera, getting the evil and the chametz and the build-up, the ego, the negativity, what is prohibited out, getting rid of it. And second is the welcoming the Pesach and the Seder night, the holiday of freedom and celebrating freedom. So, biur chametz, getting rid of chametz, is a process this year that is a little different than every year. Usually we have, obviously the month before Pesach, busy preparing the home and so on. And then the night before Pesach, or le'arba'a asar botkin et chametz, the night of the leading to the 14th in the month of Nisan, we search for chametz. And the following day, morning of Erev Pesach, the eve of Pesach, we burn the chametz. This year, it's a longer process. Because of Shabbos, we search for chametz Thursday night. We burn the chametz Friday morning, but we still keep some chametz for the meals of Shabbos, at least challah, and there is practical good advice given by many in how to make it happen. Ask the Yiddish mom and she will tell you. And then on Shabbos morning, again, before midday, we nullify all chametz that we have without physically burning it, because we're not allowed to burn. And we're not allowed to burn, to have a fire and anything like that on Shabbos. So it's a longer process, and perhaps, if I may share a thought, there is 2 ways of burning chametz. One is with action, involvement, and being actively involved, hands-on, battling with the chametz, burning the chametz, which is done and is a must. And we must get it done as well. Then there is another way of burning the chametz in a Shabbos-dika way, nullifying the chametz, libater veleheve hefker ke'afra de'ar'a. It should be nullified and gone like dust in a Shabbos-dika, in a restful way, in a relaxed atmosphere. And perhaps that's a lesson, an added lesson this year in particular, when we're coming to this Pesach after a year of many, many challenges and a lot of buildup of anger, anxiety, disappointment, being sad, not knowing where things are going, which all this is part of the family of the chametz. The way to get rid of the chametz this year is, in addition to physically removing that chametz from within ourselves, is in a Shabbos-dika way, in a holy manner, in a happy way, in a relaxed way, which leads us to coming into the Seder not after being tired, exhausted from all the work, but we have a whole day of Shabbos of resting before we get to the Seder. So we come into the holiday of freedom, to the Yom Tov, Zman Cherutenu, to the Yom Tov that is freeing us, that Hashem is taking us out of our own boundaries, self-inflicted and the ones that are coming our way, and limitations, and bringing us, showing us the way to connecting with Hashem, to connecting with our true self, with the ultimate being, Hashem, godliness, Torah, and its mitzvahs. Amongst the things that we're going to recite in the Haggadah and to sing is when we raise the cup, the second cup upon which the Haggadah is being recited. First one is the Kiddush. Then we pour the second cup and we begin the Magid, the Haggadah, the telling the story. And in the middle of the recital of the Haggadah, we raise the cup and we sing the Nigin Vehi She'amdo. Vehi She'amdo La'avoteinu Velanu. This it, she, has stood, was strong, is what got us and our ancestors, not only one Paro, but every generation we have objections. We have those who are about to get rid of us, get rid of my inner neshama, of my Yiddishkeit, of my being. VaHaKadosh Baruch Hu matzilenu miyadam, and Hashem is saving us. My friends, Vehi she'amdo, and she is the one that stood by us, that got us going. Who is the she? What is the Vehi? Vehi she'amda. What is the Hi she'amda? Vehi she'amda, the Rebbe explains in his famous Haggadah, Ha'havtacha, the promise of Hashem. The promise of Hashem is what got us going throughout the generations, and that will get us out of this current exile, the general world exile, and my inner exile, my being trapped in my own challenges. The promise of Hashem that lo yidach mimenu nidach, that no one will be left behind, is what stood by us and what is getting us going. My friends, this week, a few days before Pesach, this past week, a few days before Pesach, on the 11th of Nisan, Yud Aleph Nisan, the world celebrated the Rebbe's birthday. The Rebbe's 119th birthday, and we started reciting in Tehillim on daily basis Psalm 120 as we're entering the 120th year since Hashem has blessed the world with the Rebbe, who brought the world to a different world that we know today. And many times we think, and a thought could could cross our mind, what is happening? The Rebbe promised Moshiach, the Rebbe promised and prophesied a good world. And where is that promise? Vehi she'amda. Harabi hiftiach, harabi yekayem. The Rebbe promised and the Rebbe will fulfill. Tzaddik gozer ve'akadosh baruch hu mekayem. The Talmud says, a tzaddik, a righteous person, makes a decree and a promise and Hashem fulfills. Very soon, the Havtocha, the promise from Hashem, from God, lo yidach mimenu nidach, no one will be left behind. Hine yomim boim neum Hashem ve'or vola Hashem minchas Yehuda v'Yerushalayim. The haftorah of this Shabbos, that the Yerushalayim and the gifts and the rebuilding of Yerushalayim will be sweet in the eyes of Hashem with the coming of Mashiach. That promise will be fulfilled very soon. And as we are getting rid of our chametz, entering Pesach and celebrating freedom, despite all challenges, physical, spiritual, internal, external, may us look forward to the Vehisha Omdav HaKadosh Baruch Hu Matzilenu Miyodom, and as the blessing of the Haggadah for the second cup concludes with Baruch Ato Hashem Goal Yisrael. Blessed are you, Hashem, who has redeemed the Jewish people and the world. Good Shabbos, good Yom Tov, a healthy, happy, and kosher Pesach to all. And L'Shana Hazot B'Yerushalayim, this year may we celebrate in Yerushalayim the offering of Pesach with the coming of Mashiach.